What is up, everyone? It's DJ Garcia, Raymond Garcia. Today we are breaking down my latest song that just came out, Level 1. If you guys don't know, this song just came out in part of my upcoming project that comes out on April 20th next year, 2024. I figured any kind of songs that we drop until then, we can kind of do a little video showcasing kind of how I kind of made it, you know, stuff like that, and just kind of break it down a little bit. Very short song. It's only like, what, 2 minutes and 17 seconds. I got a couple of cool artists to feature on it. Very nice. So let's just jump right into it. So if the album isn't out yet at the time that you guys are watching this, I have kind of like 3 songs in the album that are kind of like my little breaks. It's kind of somewhat video game aesthetic. So not necessarily the songs itself, but like kind of like the titles of all these songs. And so Level 1 is fairly somewhat in the beginning of the album. And then we have a couple of other songs, and then Level 2, and we have a couple other songs, and then Level 3. And this was the first one I ended up making, and we ended up naming it Level 1, and that's where the idea came from. Because it was so short, I thought I would have 2 more other songs that are kind of similar. The very first thing I wanted to do is tackle this melody. To me, I knew that I wanted to tackle that first and get it down right, because I knew like the drums would come a little easier, everything else would come easier, the structure, but I wanted to get this part down. So I know I went through maybe a couple different variations before I finally found it, using this cowbell sound, right? That, pretty simple, right? So you just kind of, I don't have the previous versions, I don't believe, but you kind of just do something that sounds right. I knew I wanted something pretty fast. I know when we have a chorus a little later, all I kind of did was I did a little more variation. I kind of upped it up an octave like this, and then I pretty much only changed like a little bit of this beginning part right here. That way you can kind of just even more tell the difference between what the verse was and the hook was. Once I got those down, I mean, the rest came easy. You know, like I said, I went through a couple variations, but you just kind of find what's right. You just keep playing with it, right? On top of that would be the bass or the 808. The drums, like I said, we're going to come easier. We have this kick. We have 2 snares that we have on top of each other. This one, and then the snare 2. So we pretty much just kind of, you know, put them together. And then we just added in even more percussion, you know, hi-hats. And that'll pretty much sound like this. Then you just add in a couple crashes, maybe an effect here or there. But I knew I wanted like something to follow like the bass line, and I knew I wanted it to be more, I don't know, like a crazy kind of growling type sound. So I found this sound from, I believe, Flex. Yep, it's called Raw. So kind of the sound I was looking for, called Raw. So it's pretty much this. The next thing I wanted was something more lighter in tone and not so dark. So I found this choir, made a pattern with this choir. So then we have what would be the instrumental of this part. So we pretty much have that section of the verse. I knew at this moment we would right here go into our hook or chorus. I wanted to kind of start immediately, like right out of nowhere, because it's a very fast song. So I knew when my second artist was going to come in and do the hook, I kind of wanted that little moment where the drums go away, right? So it goes like... It's like the coolest thing. It's like when you want something to be focused, like as a listener, when you want to focus on something in that specific second, take the drums away. If you take away a couple of sounds, your focus just kind of like automatically refreshes to be as focused as possible in that moment. So I wanted the chorus to really hit. So that's why I took the drums out for like a quick second and then come back. And then we pretty much go right back into our second verse, which was the same as what I just showed you. And after that is kind of our middle of the song already at the 1 minute mark. I wanted to build up to an instrumental part. So I wanted to kind of get rid of the verses for a second, the voices. I was trying to make the song a little long, you know, not too short. It is still 2 minutes and like 17 seconds, but without this section, it would have been even less than that. So I wanted to do something here in the middle and make it interesting. So we have this little build-up section all the way to right here, which is we'll get to that part in a sec. But pretty much here, I just have the cowbell, the first pattern that I made. And as it goes along, the reverb, because there's reverb on it, it starts to go more down and down. You can kind of see the reverb go down right here at the middle. So then we get to the little instrumental part, which honestly I kind of copied from a different song that kind of inspired me to make this one. But there's a cool moment in that song that I thought would be kind of cool to do in my song. And all it is you have this going. You take the volume, and all you do is kind of flicker the volume up and down so it sounds like how it does in a song, like this. And yeah, it was cool in that song what I'm talking about, and I thought it fit really well in this song what I was talking about. So and then right after that it goes back into another chorus. So something about me is also when I make songs, especially when they're going to be short like this, I like to structure them really weirdly, right? Like the intro starts, you have verse 1, chorus, a second verse very quickly. It's like I said, quick song. All this happens in like within 1 minute, and then a breakdown kind of in the middle, and then the chorus. So kind of weirdly structured, you know what I mean? But like, hey, if it works, it works, and it definitely does. Right after the second chorus, it goes into just an outro. I knew I wanted two different artists. I wanted one to do the verse sections, and I wanted a completely different person to do the hook or the choruses, just to kind of balance out. So I found the first guy, and I really liked his voice, man. He raps really well. He's just got a cool voice for it. It kind of balances out all the other sounds, right? And so it kind of helped me with the other artists who I already knew by the time of making the song. I already knew who he was. And when he did the chorus, he can do like a really deep-ish kind of a voice. It's not too deep, but it's in contrast to the first artist. So the first artist was more somewhat higher on octaves, but this second artist on the verse, I knew it would get kind of lower, which is kind of crazy because I told you for the chorus that the cowbell pattern goes up an octave like this. So when you have the guy on the chorus, his voice is more deeper though at the same time. But they sent back their vocals and their performances, and I think they knocked it out of the park. It is a really nice, fun, quick song. They just enhanced it with their voices. It was pretty great. I absolutely enjoyed it. I think we're going to release about maybe 3 more songs before the album, and then the album will come out. So level 1 is out now anywhere that you listen to music. Go ahead and listen to it if you like. Stay tuned for other songs that are going to come out. In the meantime, I will also make videos about how I made those songs when those come out. And the day before, April 19th, we will be streaming the entire project on my Twitch channel, live, the whole thing for everybody. But this was my song Level 1, how I made it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.